ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, the 6th day of October. We've got low clouds, we've got fog, we've got drizzle, but maybe a little sunshine later today and maybe some active storms tonight. Let's go and take a look. Here's some of the Skycam shots around the network at the insane hour of 5 o'clock. You bet it's foggy in Gadsden. That's a view coming from Lookout Mountain overlooking the city. Foggy in Montgomery. That's our Skycam there. That's on the Eastern Bypass. Not too many folks out there this morning. And from the Birmingham Metro, that's the Inverness Skycam from the Wingate Inn overlooking Highway 280. First off, the upper level chart, this is at 500 millibars. You can see that trough out west really splitting off into two pieces. One hangs back over California, and a chunk of that breaks out over the northern plain states. Ahead of that lead trough, some active convection firing. And down below that, there's the surface look, and again, we've got that warm front down to the south. We think that will be lifting north today in response to that developing surface low over the Midwest, and should be north of us by mid-afternoon. And if that's the case, that means we should see a few breaks in the overcast later today. Not going to guarantee that, but a possibility. And yeah, we've got some convection developing this morning. That box just going up, a severe thunderstorm watch from Wichita Falls over to McAllister and Sallisaw, Oklahoma. And we're going to be keeping an eye on that as those are moving in our direction. In fact, there's now a slight risk of severe weather from the Texas Hill Country all the way into northwest Alabama. Of course, those storms will likely be in here tonight. And there's actually some tornado probabilities involved with this. In fact, the higher probability is 5%, running from near Greenville, Mississippi, up to about Huntsville. So we'll be watching things. If the sun breaks out and we warm up to near 80, that could pose the threat for maybe a few strong to severe storms this evening or tonight. I think the better chance of any severe weather probably after 6 o'clock, but we'll keep an eye on that. And beyond today, no formal severe weather risk from SPC. There's the rain for the next 5 days. Heaviest rain up in the northwestern corner, suggesting 2 inches there, with amounts much lighter down over southeast Alabama. Heaviest rain from the Red River up to Indianapolis, with some amounts of 6 to 7 inches in through there. And again, I'll tell you, this map is kind of hard to draw for us because of the rapid variability in weather and the number of possibilities on the board you'll see in modeling. And quickly in the tropics, the thing they call Grace, it's, again, I don't think that was ever a tropical storm, but it's gone, and a wave is in the central Atlantic. There's some chance it could try and become a tropical depression today, but it's going to fight some very strong winds aloft here soon, and the chance of that being a major system for now looks small. So here's modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. You can see how the whole thing splits. You got one short wave coming out over the upper Midwest. The other segment hangs back over California. And then down to the south, ridging tries to nose in here. And down at the surface low is near Minneapolis, St. Paul, with a trailing cold front at midday. And you can see that batch of storms on the front, and that should be in here tonight. And like we talked about, those could be strong, maybe severe, especially if the sun pops out. And then tomorrow, the lead shortwave is over New England. The second one is still back over the southwest. And look at the 594 ridge beginning to try and build in here. And down below that, the surface boundary is near Montgomery. And it's looking more and more like the better chance of showers and storms with this feature will be tonight. Maybe 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the rain here looks like it will be ending early in the day tomorrow. And then the sky should become partly sunny by afternoon. And then Thursday, that ridge takes over. Very strong upper high over Florida. And that looks like a very warm day with low to mid-80s. And with warm air aloft, we figure there's not going to be much rain around. Mostly sunny or partly sunny. And for now, we don't have any rain mentioned in the formal forecast. And then Friday, look at this. The trough comes out of the southwest, phasing with the northern branch system, pushing the 594 ridge off to the east. And down below that, that could be some pretty active storms there, with a very cold air mass coming down from Canada. The stronger storms there in midday Friday lined up from around Cleveland down to Shreveport. And that's due in here Friday night, so it looks wet for high school football. But look at this now. The GFS beginning to latch onto the idea of this thing having enough southward push Saturday to make it all the way south of here. And by golly, if this trend continues, we can start to look at taking out that chance of rain for the weekend. Not going to do it now, you know that, but just be aware that idea is there. It's got the front near Montgomery at midday Saturday, and Sunday it stalls out, but it stalls out south of Montgomery, and we're dry. So let's just hope that that happens. And again, look at the cold air flooding the northern states. Boy, it looks like wintertime, doesn't it? And Monday of next week, that cold air begins to drop southward. Of course, the coldest air is still north of here. Look at the snowstorm potential on Monday for places like Buffalo and Erie and Pittsburgh. And then Tuesday should be a cool day. Highs maybe in the 60s. And, you know, that could get us down there in the upper 30s toward the middle of next week, if that's right. Into the cycle, this is October the 21st. Look at that. Can you say severe weather outbreak? Negative tilt upper trough, and again, we'll just see how that plays out. But that certainly looks like it could be very active. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.